Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is KPZ, you're here on the home of the Slightly Above Average Ship Review. We're on Hotspot in a domination match. We're top tier in what I consider to be one of the best tech tree ships at the tier. That is the Russian or Soviet Tier 4 tech tree destroyer Podvoisky. Podvoisky. We're going to call it the Pod for this video. Very strong ship. Here you can see main battery 11 plus main battery range. Torpedoes just 4 kilometers. Those of us who've been playing this game for a long time remember when most of the Soviet destroyers had a 4-kilometer torpedo range. You youngins, you are living high on the hog with those 6-kilometer torpedoes. Alright, so we're the Alpha gunboat. We're moving out. I know I can dominate and destroy any other gunboat in this game one-on-one here in the pod. Even the Farragut, yeah, I went there. It is a very, very strong ship. Don't get me wrong, Subrazatelny, the alternate tech tree tier 4 destroyer, also a very, very strong ship. But 1v1, I give the edge to the pod. I think Subrazatelny might have the ability to do damage kind of in a wider sense. Like, overall, I think Subrazatelny might have a better damage ceiling than Podvoisky. Looking at WoW's builds, the damage record for the pod is not very high. 139,097 total damage. Base XP record, 3095. Those are attainable numbers, in my opinion. Looking back at Subrazatelny, just to compare this, if WoW's builds would ever cooperate. I guess not. Alright, meanwhile, while we're doing that, my Apple Watch told me to stand up. We're shooting at the Karlsruhe. There, I stood up. Are you satisfied, Steve Jobs? We're shooting down airplanes. That's kind of an oddity. And then I'm like, you know what? Maybe it's a better choice to fade to the back for now. We evade incoming fire from the Karlsruhe, and really 9.1. At this point, you're training up for the higher tier Russian destroyers, shooting and engaging at range by doing this kind of activity, because that's what you're going to be doing to excel at Gnevny and at, I want to say Kiev, but I know it's not Kiev. The tier 6 destroyer. Whose name I'll recall here in just a second. Minsk. Alright. WoW's builds do not cooperate, by the way, and give me the Subrazatelny. Alright, still shooting at Karlsruhe, shooting armor piercing, hoping to get a Citadel. We're not getting a Citadel, but we are doing a little bit of damage, and we are mostly dodging the incoming fire, although we did take it on the propeller. And we just kept going because I'm that kind of guy. Turning away, mitigating some of that damage. And as you can see, the pod engaged in a running gunfight with a cruiser, and I only lost about 2,200 hit points doing it. Finally, cooperating. Subrazatelny damage record, 194,970. So yeah, the community has spoken. Subrazatelny better at accruing damage, but the pod still a very, very dangerous ship 1v1. I'm going to illustrate that for you here today. Really quickly, Sigma of the pod 2.0, fires per minute 2.53, armor piercing shell, arming 22 millimeters, overmatch 9 millimeters, torpedo reaction time 7.14 seconds. Alright, back to the game. Still shooting down airplanes. Barely. Got the carrier out here. That is a valid target at this point. And we've got a battleship moving in as well. And I feel supremely confident with the pod. I can kill both of these ships. My plan, and please, when you're playing a destroyer, I've seen so much bad destroyer play lately when I'm playing the Japanese battleships. It's really just mind-blowing how terrible many destroyer players are. Here's what I would tell anybody playing destroyers, whether you're a DD main or you're just starting out the game. If you're in a destroyer, you have to have a plan on how you are going to kill every ship you meet. And if your plan is not realistic, like if my plan was like, oh, I'm going to set the aircraft carrier on fire by blindly spamming HE from a smokescreen, I would tell you your plan is not any good, because that is not going to work. Maybe if the carrier was really low health and had already been damaged by a bunch of other people, then maybe it would be valid. And I'm not saying I'm not doing damage here. I am, because I've kept my aiming thing in the same place. And the incoming airplane torpedoes are not very accurate at targeting me. So I haven't had to move. I haven't had to adjust my aiming circle. Okay. And the aircraft carrier commander just now moved out of the way. So now I know that's not a valid method to kill the aircraft carrier anymore. I'm going to kill him with armor-piercing shells. So what's my plan to kill the Texas? Am I shooting at the Texas? Not right now, because I don't want to give away my position. So my plan to kill the Texas is to kill him with torpedoes. So please formulate a plan how you're going to kill every ship you see when you are in a destroyer. Because if you don't have a plan, you probably aren't going to be successful. Just a tip from a slightly above average player. All right, here we're moving in. Texas got distracted by carrier-based aircraft. We're going to take advantage. 1 and 2. Torped out on the Texas, as they say in Russia. Niet. He was killed. All right, moving in on the Langley. Yes, I intend to kill the Langley with armor-piercing shells. There is a Citadel hit. 3 Citadel hits, actually. Reloading, kind of turning away because I don't want the Langley to ram me. That would be embarrassing. A couple more Citadel hits, and the Langley commander decided to go dead in the water. And, okay, 3 more Citadel hits. And a high caliber. And I can't get the last gun around, so we'll just wait for a reload. And we get the kill on the Langley. That is our second kill. So we saw 2 ships. We devised how we were going to kill them. We did kill them. And we got a base cap as well. And continuing to shoot down airplanes. Kind of shocked. We are at 9 airplanes shot down in the pod, which does not have good AA. 10 airplanes shot down. All right, if you watched some of those kids' TV shows, you know what that's all about. The count. Anyway, Chung King, hoping to set him on fire over the island there and get a kill pinch. That's my plan, folks. I got a plan for every ship I see. And that's how you have success in a destroyer. Not to mention, destroyer players don't play from the rear, don't hide in a smoke screen, and do nothing. I mean, good God, people. Good God. The destroyer play I've seen at high tiers is absolutely freaking abysmal over the last month. Not spotting, hiding at the back of the map, doing an end run up the side and around the back of the map. I went to the back of the map. I killed 2 ships. I captured a cap circle. There was utility there, not futility. Okay? So if you're a destroyer player, please have a plan to kill every ship you see. Now there are 3 ships left. I have 2 kills. I am planning to get a Kraken in the Podvoisky. I haven't seen any gameplay so far that bothers me, that scares me, that makes me think I can't do this. I think I can do this. We got a low health Chung King, we got another full health Chung King, and we got a Kaiser. I know I can kill all those ships. I can kill the cruisers with my armor piercing. I can kill the Kaiser with torpedoes. That's my plan. Okay? Chung King hiding in the smoke. We come around, he has no health. We'll light up the rear of the ship. Another Citadel hit. Kill number 3. Moving into the cap. Gauging the movement of the Chung King. The second Chung King. We're going to fire at range. Can our armor-piercing shells do it from this range? The answer is no. Why am I hiding in a smokescreen? Because the ships are still being spotted by my teammates' carrier planes. I can do that. I am not affecting the outcome of the match in any way, and I'm not preventing the ships from being seen. If I was the only one spotting them and I threw up a smoke screen and hidden it, then I'd be out of luck, and my teammates would be out of luck. And I was hoping that the carrier player wouldn't get all the planes killed, and he would fly around and spot for me. But I guess I might be asking too much at Tier 3 and Tier 4 for a player to understand that. Anyway, I am going to have a couple carrier videos coming up, so you are forewarned. All right, Chung King, set him on fire. We'll launch one set of torpedoes. He is going broadside. We switched to armor piercing. Just to be safe, we launched the second set of torpedoes. And he's a smart player. He's turning back in. We still get Citadel hits, folks. That is the power of this armor piercing. He eats a torpedo, and we don't get the damage we want, but he floods out due to our torpedo strike. Kill number 4. All right, we're officially on the hunt for a Kraken fail in the pod. Now, the Kaiser beat feet out of the cap circle. So at this point, my plan to kill the Kaiser is to run the Kaiser down and set him on fire and burn him down. I've got excellent guns, excellent flat trajectory with these shells. I have no issues here, and I think I can do this with 100% confidence. The Kaiser is a ship I can take out. All right, so we're moving out of the cap circle. We are going to be briefly impeded because I am going to cap out the base because I'm a full-service destroyer. I'm not just good at shooting torpedoes. I'm not just good at spotting the enemy. I'm not just good at shooting down airplanes. I also capture the cap circles in domination matches. Now I am free to spam HE at the Kaiser. And that's what we're going to do. And I'm going to first keep 3 turrets on target. Then when I get free of the obstructive landmass, I'm going to turn ever so slightly, maybe, and get 4 turrets on target. Not 5, I don't think, because I was hoping he would turn back towards me. He is not doing that. He is running away. So keeping at this angle is helping me avoid his fire. We got over 100,000 damage. We briefly had all 5 turrets on target. We are trying to set him on fire. We do set him on fire. And now all I need the Kaiser to do is burn down. Right here, I wish I had turned the other way. Although that would have been turning against the turrets, something I do not ever recommend doing unless you absolutely have to. We did not turn against our turrets, and we set the Kaiser on fire again. And at this point, I think it is in the bag. We are going to burn him down and get this Kraken. But you know my teammates, folks. They never give up when I'm in the match. And look at that. Over the side, probably the only thing that ship did the entire game was prevent us from getting a Kraken. All right, so here we are on the victory screen. High caliber medal, devastating strike medal. We ended up with 109,848 total damage, 121 main battery hits, shot down 10 airplanes, 5 torpedo strikes, 4 kills, 4 fires, 10 hits to Citadel, and 2 solo base caps. We did everything in the pod that you can do. We ended up with 263,822 silver and 6071 ship XP and commander XP. It is a very strong ship. If you're having a bad slate of games, what's wrong with taking this sucker out for a spin? There we are at the top of the board. 2 medals, 4 big kills, 2698 base XP in Podvoisky. I love the pod. I love Subrazatelny. And I definitely think they are a great way to break a losing streak in World of Warships Legends. Chung King, player on the other team, had a good game going on. Other Chung King didn't have any kills, finished at the top of the board. Maybe a bit of kill pinching going on there. But again, folks, you got to have a plan when you're in that destroyer. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.